Good morning, children. Class 7 Geography Chapter 4A. We are going to learn the lesson A. First lesson we have learned about environment. In environment we saw natural environment. In natural environment, lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. These are the components we have learned. See, in that one of the component is atmosphere. Atmosphere means air. And in second, inside our earth, where we saw what are the processes going inside the earth. Then third lesson, changing our earth. What are the changes we see in endogenic and exogenic, inside the earth and outside. Now in the fourth chapter, we are going to learn about atmosphere, that is related to air. So this is our earth, children, this is our earth and these are the layers of the air. So it is a huge blanket of air, atmosphere. It is a huge blanket of air. It is useful for the survival for the human being. It's important because in the air there will be tiny dust particles and the sun rays. See here, children, the sun rays directly falls on the earth. Because of this blanket, because of these layers, the rays will back again go to the sun. Directly it won't give any harmful to us. So we say it's a blanket of air. It's a blanket of air. And it is useful for the survival of human being and it protects us from harmful, already I told you, it protects us from harmful effects which are coming from the sun rays. Without this blanket or the protection, we would be baked. You saw, when we on the gas, the fire will be coming. If any tin is there or that ball is there, nothing will happen. If directly if you touch the gas, see how our hand, our skin will become baked. Yes? Same way, this is a blanket where it protects us from this sun rays, which will be baked alive by the heat of the surroundings day by day and get very hot day by day, and during night it will be frozen, it will be cool. Now what we are going to study in this chapter, we are going to study composition of atmosphere, structure of atmosphere, weather and climate. In that we are going in detail with temperature, air circulation, air pressure, and in wind. In wind we are going to study permanent wind, seasonal wind and local wind. These three types. Then what is moisture? The last we go for the conclusion. So these all we are going to study in this chapter A. Atmosphere makes the earth livable. This atmosphere makes the earth livable. What do we take? This air, what do we take, children? We take oxygen, which is very important. Oxygen is very important. The air we take in, the air what we breathe, the air we take in what we breathe is actually mixture of many gases. The air what we breathe, that is actually mixture of many gases. In that, nitrogen and oxygen are two gases which make up the bulk of atmosphere. The main two gases are nitrogen and oxygen. These are the two main gases. See, carbon dioxide. See here first what we see, nitrogen how much percent? 78%. And oxygen how much? Only 21%. So these are two main gases where we take. Next we go for the carbon dioxide. So take the textbook children once and read that. The atmosphere is a, once again I am repeating, the atmosphere is a huge blanket of the air that surrounds the earth, and it provides us with air that we breathe and protect us from the harmful effects from where we get from the sun. The composition of the atmosphere. Atmosphere is a mixture of various gases. It is mainly consists of nitrogen, which is 78%, and oxygen is 21%, and other gases like argon, carbon dioxide, helium, ozone, and hydrogen. Apart from these all gases, again the dust tiny particles, tiny little which we can't see, tiny dust particles are also present in the air. So nitrogen, it is very important for survival of plants. So nitrogen is very important to survival for plants. Humans and animals take oxygen from the air to breathe. Yes, in oxygen what we do? Oxygen is the second option. First nitrogen, oxygen is the second option. In nitrogen what we take? It's very important for survival of plants. They cannot take nitrogen directly. Where the plants, they cannot take nitrogen directly. Because bacteria that alive in the soil and roots of some plants take nitrogen from the air. So direct nitrogen cannot be given to the plants because the soil, and in the soil the bacteria will be there that take the nitrogen. So it cannot take nitrogen directly from the air and changes its form into the plant and use it. So in this way how the nitrogen is used. Then oxygen, it is the second and most plentiful gas in the air. Humans and animals take oxygen. So for human beings, what do we need to breathe? Oxygen is very important. And from the air to breathe. Green plants produce oxygen during photosynthesis. From where do we get the oxygen? From the plants. From the trees we get the oxygen. So in the, see while cooking we use kitchen. Where do we cook our food? In the kitchen. Yes, we need gas and we need water, materials, everything. Same way here, to cook the food for the plants, they need photosynthesis, where they start cooking. And what they take? They take CO2. They take CO2, that is carbon dioxide, and they release the oxygen. That oxygen that we breathe. So it's very important, children. Surroundings, plants, the trees. This is because oxygen is very important to us. The other important gas, the what I am talking, that is carbon dioxide, is another important gas. Green plants use carbon dioxide to make their food and release oxygen. Just now I told this part. Humans or animals release carbon dioxide. The amount of carbon dioxide released by humans or animals seems to be equal amount used by the plants. So how much carbon dioxide is released from the humans and animals? The equal amount will be released by the plants. However, this balance means oxygen and carbon dioxide, what they release and what the plants release. So balance in both. The balance upset the burning of the fuel of a coal and oil, which adds billions of the tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere each year. So Earth's climate and weather are badly affected by the increasing amount of the carbon dioxide. Yes, correct. Nowadays you see all are having vehicles, and here and there pollution is there. Factories are there. They are all releasing the carbon dioxide, which affects only if the plants are there. Nearby plants are there, then it will be not infected more, because they take the when the surroundings, all if the factories, outlets, pollution is there, that will be moving in the air, that anhydrous particles which we breathe, it will affect our health. So each and everyone should plant a plant in front of your, near your house, in front of your house or surroundings where plants can release fresh oxygen. Then we go for, so I think you have clear picture with this diagram, and it's a blanket of fear and what is from sun rays, which are the harmful effects we are getting, and carbon dioxide, nitrogen, oxygen. I think this is a clear picture for you. Next we go for structure of atmosphere. So what is the structure of our atmosphere? For this you have to keep textbook in front of you, children. The atmosphere is divided into 5 layers. Yes, the atmosphere is divided into 5 layers. That is, first is, see these are the layers. Keep the textbook in front of you. Troposphere. So where is the troposphere? Stratosphere. First here comes troposphere. Yes. Then one step it goes tropopause. Here comes tropopause. Then here comes next point comes stratosphere. Then here comes pause. Then here thermosphere. The third we go for mesosphere. Then here pause. Then thermosphere. Yes, thermosphere, pause. Then last exosphere. So these are the ones. So here the atmosphere is divided into 5 layers, which is starting from the earth surface. This is our earth. This is our earth surface where we can see. Troposphere is the layer of the most important layer of the atmosphere. So this is the blanket, is the surface, it's the atmosphere. The first blanket comes for the stratosphere. It is the important layer, and its height how much? How much height? 1.3 km. Height is 1.3 km. And the air we breathe, it exists air. So it is from the surface. Next part is only troposphere, where we get air directly and it will exist here. Almost all the weather phenomena like rain, snow, sleet, fog, hail, all occurs in this layer because the downside all occurs in this layer. Then we go for the troposphere. So after here, troposphere is there. In between one line is there where the troposphere stops here. Only this much is the troposphere, and here is stop means that is a pause. Whenever you are watching TV or any game, if you want to go outside or someone come, what you will do? You will pause it. Yes or not? You will pause. So same way, troposphere pause here. It's only this one. Then from here, stratosphere starts. After the pause, troposphere starts. It lies above the troposphere. Look into the diagram when I am explaining, children, which extends up to the height of 50 km. See here how much? 13 km, and here 15 km. It is there in the diagram, 15 km. And the layer is almost free from clouds and associated weather phenomena, making conditions most ideal for flying aeroplanes. So here, see why they gave the aeroplane here. This is the land. From landing here, see this is the land. I think you went for the, you saw the aeroplane how it is landing and how it is taking off. So from the land it takes off. From here it takes off and it comes to the troposphere. It high. It's goes up to the high level. The layer is almost free from the clouds and associated weather phenomena, making conditions smooth and flying aeroplanes. From here it can fly easily. One important feature of stratosphere is that it contains a layer of ozone. Here, see the diagram? It contains what? See, this is aeroplane mode and it contains ozone layer. Which layer is it? Ozone layer. Then we go for the measure. Again, see, same thing happens. Up to here, stratosphere, then it pause here, then from here it starts a mesosphere. It is the third layer of atmosphere and it lies above the stratosphere and it extends. How much height is here? Here comes 80 km. How much height? 80 km. Meteorites burn up in this layer and entering from the space. Yes, it burns here and enters to the next. Again here it goes, again it went to the thermosphere. In atmosphere, temperature rises very rapidly. And in thermosphere what happens? In here thermosphere, the temperature rises very rapidly with increasing height because height is there. So it increases. Ionosphere is a part of this layer. It extends between 80 to 400 km. So how much it extends? Up to 400 km. Its height increasing. It extends up to 80 to 400 km. This layer helps in radio transmission. This layer helps in radio transmission. In fact, radio waves transmitted from the earth and reflected back to the earth by this layer. Why it is affected? Why the height is increases in this layer? Because in this ionosphere is contained with the iron. For iron the sun rays fall and it increases its level. And the radio waves, it increases more. The charge, the iron is charged due to the sun rays. With that heat, the iron is charged and the radio waves is increased. Then we go for again cross here and go for the last layer, that is exosphere. The uppermost layer of the atmosphere is known as exosphere. It is the uppermost layer. Full down layer, first layer which is the troposphere, and last uppermost is exosphere. This layer is very thin. See, from here we got it is a heavy. Here this layer which is directly uppermost, it is very thin layer, and it light gas, and gas will be light, and helium and hydrogen float in the space here. So it's very thin layer where helium and hydrogen float in the space from here. I already told ionosphere is charged in the sunlight for the radio signals. So we can FM radio and all value, due to this ionosphere. Then we go for the weather and climate. Weather and climate. Weather is a combination of events that happens each day in our atmosphere. Yes, weather and climate. Weather is a combination of events that happens each day in our atmosphere, including temperature, rainfall and humidity. Weather is not same everywhere. Is weather same everywhere? No. Somewhere hot, somewhere mild, somewhere cloudy, somewhere rainfall. So the different changes in it. The climate refers to average weather condition of a place for a Now winter season is there. Yes. Now in rainy season, winter season, the climate, the weather will be cool. So it will be for a long period. We go for the temperature. In weather climate, we go for the temperature. The temperature is the degree of hotness and coldness of the air. The temperature of the atmosphere changes not only between day and night. So here the temperature not only changes in the day and night, but also from season to season. Yes, only day and night. Day will be hot and night will be cool. No, it is not like that. It changes season to season. Winter season, summer season, rainy season. It changes between the season. So, insolation is the incoming solar energy intercepted by the earth which influences the distribution of the temperature. They distribute the temperature. The amount of the insolation decreases from the equator towards the poles. Yeah, you see the equator here. It has been observed the temperature in cities is much higher than that of village. So it is observed in the cities more than the village. The concrete and the metals in buildings, the roads get during day to day. The roads are heated day to day and also trapped to the warming. Then the heat and the air will release during the night. So on the roadsides, nobody will be there. In the highways and all, you see how the roadside will be very hot. It gets more heated. When hot air, this rises the temperature of the cities. Then we go for the air circulation. When air is heated, it expands. So what is the air circulation? When air is heated, it expands and becomes lighter and goes up. Cold air is denser and heavier. That is why it extends the sink down when hot air rises and cold air from surroundings rushes there to fill the gap. That is how air circulation takes place. So how does the air circulation take place? When the air is heated and it is expanded. And it becomes light. When it is expanded, it becomes light and it goes up. Cold air denser. Cold air will be a denser, heavier air. So it sinks down. When hot air rises, the cold air surrounds areas and rushes to fill the gap. They fill in the gap, and this is how the circulation takes place. Air pressure. The pressure extends by the weight of the air on the earth's surface, that is called air pressure. So what is air pressure? The pressure that exerted in the weight of the air on the earth's surface. And the air pressure is highest to the sea level and decreases in the height. It is highest in the sea level. When it highest and then decreases. Horizontally, and the distribution of the air pressure is influenced by the temperature of the air in the given place. Now in low pressure airs, they are created where temperature is high. Where the temperature is high. The air gets heated and rise. It is associated with the cloudy skies and the weatherless wet weathers. Means low pressure areas are created where temperature is very high and the air gets heated and rise. It is associated with cloudy skies and wet weather. And what happens in the high pressure? It's in the low pressure it happens. In high pressure what happens? It is associated with the clear sunny skies, which means these areas have very low temperature. In high pressure, the area will be having very low temperature and the air is cold. Heavy air sinks and creates high pressure area. So the air always moves. The air always moves from high pressure to the low pressure areas. So I think you are clear with the air circulation, air pressure. In the air pressure, you are clear with high pressure and low pressure. Then we go for the wind. In wind, there are three types, that is permanent, seasonal and local. In the last changing our earth, in that we have learned about the wind. Wind is the movement of the air from high pressure area to the low pressure. So wind is the movement of area where is the high pressure and low pressure. There are three types of wind, that is permanent wind, seasonal wind, local winds. First we go permanent. What is permanent winds? The trade winds, westerlies and easterlies, means Okay? Easterlies and westerlies are the permanent winds. These blow constantly toward the east in particular direction. So this will blow in a particular direction. This blows. Then the blow constantly toward the ear in a particular direction. Then seasonal winds what happen? These winds change their direction. In permanent, here in western and eastern it will be permanent. Whereas in seasonal, changes in the direction in different seasons, like monsoon in India. In that seasons, how the changes. Then local winds. What are local winds? These winds blow only during a particular period of the day or the year of in small area. So example, land, sea breeze, loop, etc. Only in that local winds will be particular in particular period. Then we go for a moisture. What is moisture? When water evaporates from the land and different water bodies, it becomes water vapor. So water evaporates from the land and different water bodies is called as a water vapor. So already in water cycle we have learned, children. The sun rays, here it is the water, river will be there, the rays will fall and the water gets heated, and the heated water, what happens? The steam comes, the vapors come, and that vapors go again touch to the clouds. This is a water vapor. It becomes water. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air. So which these vapor, listen, this vapor, with the help of the air it spreads. Not only go and touches to the clouds, but it is spread everywhere. That heat, that vapor only we get the humidity. The sweat, what we are getting the sweat and all due to this vapor. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air. The water vapor condenses with when it rises, causing formation of droplets of water. Clouds are just masses of water droplets. When these droplets of water become too heavy to float in the air, then they came down as a perception. Yes, in water cycle what happened? The sun rays fall, water get heated, the vapor go and touches to the clouds with the help of the air. With the help of the air is very important. With the help of the air only, it go and touches to the cloud and the tiny droplets will fall down. That is called as a perception. That procedure is known as a perception. Perception that comes down to the earth. In what form? In liquid form, as a water drop. Here in the clouds there will be ice blocks. It will be melted with the help of the vapor, and that vapor touches these clouds and melt as a droplets on the earth as a water. Most of the groundwater comes from the rainwater. There are three types of rain on the basis of mechanism: the conventional rainfall, the orography rainfall, and the cyclonic rainfall. So three types. Once again I am repeating, the three types of rainfall on the basis of mechanism, that is convectional, orography, and cyclonic. See in the textbook it is there. Just give a look. Cyclonic rainfall, how? Here, where cold and warm air. So cold air and warm air, and relief orographic rainfall. You see, moist air comes here. So then we go for a conventional rainfall. So where only warm water, warm air will be there. So here we have completed the moisture. Conclusion. What is the conclusion? Rainfall is very important for the survival of even plants. See, already I have told to prepare the food for the plant. What all needed? CO2, water is important, and sunlight. These all three things are very important to prepare the food. So survival of plants and animals. Rain